This interview is for information only and should not be considered as investment advice or a recommendation to buy shares in the company featured. Welcome to this Stock Box interview.
Joining us today is Craig Foster, the CEO of Ondo Insurtech. Thank you very much for joining us again, Craig. It wasn't so long we spoke after your results, but today we're talking very briefly about a recent contract win. That is, of course, a new partnership, as the RNS states, with Pure Insurance, who are based in the United States. So first of all, how are you doing? How are things going?
Yeah, very good. Thank you, Mark. So, hot on the heels of a busy week after the results. So I think we spoke the day of the results coming out, and we had our investor live stream just yesterday. And it's been a good week. So the results were really well received. We've had a lot of positive feedback. So it's back to the day job now and signing new deals as of this morning.
And this is the second deal to be signed in the United States. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. So we hired our US general manager, Jim Strickland, right when we arrived on the market, when we did the RTO back in March 2022. So it took over a year for us to sign the first deal, which was the announcement we announced with Mutual of Enemploy in the Pacific Northwest. We announced that about 2 months ago. But then this is the second deal that thankfully, it's not taken another year to announce the second one. So this is a deal we've announced with Pure Insurance. They're a nationwide US insurer. They specifically at the high end of the market, so looking after kind of bigger properties and higher net worth individuals. But they're a very prestigious brand in the US. So it's a really good contract win. Unfortunately, they were quite sensitive about what we disclose in the RNS. So there's not much commercial detail or details about the plans, but so there's not a huge amount I can say, but it's a really good win. And even if UK investors haven't heard of Pure Insurance, other US insurers definitely have. So it's all about building the momentum and the profile of the company and the product over in the US.
Okay. Well, the RNS was definitely lacking in detail. And I don't know if you can talk a little bit more about who Pure are, how big they are. They talk about responsible families, and you've mentioned they're sort of larger income families, perhaps. What do you know much about who they are, how big they are, what kind of market they're targeting?
Yeah, so I think they came on the market about 15 years ago as quite a disruptive player in the high net worth category of homeowners insurance in the US. And they've been really successful. So they've got about 100,000 policies in force at the moment. But like I say, these are really at the top end of the market. So I would imagine very high average premiums and a really huge amount of losses on water damage, which is really the key here. So it's ultimately the same leaks in the house that cause the problem. But you can imagine if you've got a kind of 3-bedroom semi-detached house in the UK compared to, an 8-bedroom mansion somewhere in the Hamptons, the amount of the cost of the damage that leak can cause is really significantly different. Mm. So with regards to a book like this, we only need like a single-digit percentage reduction in the water damage claims to deliver a positive ROI. So the business case is really compelling.
Okay.
So all Pure wanted to say in the RNS is that we are deploying LeakBot to a selection of their customers in selected states. So we'll kind of take it from there. But I think the first job to do to Pure is prove that what a great job we can do for their customer base. Obviously we've been operating with high net worth insurers in the UK for a while with the likes of Hiscox and Direct Line Select Premier book and Coveyor. So we're well used to dealing with high end properties.
Okay. And I mean, the RNS talks about a partnership. You said it's sensitive commercial information, which we understand. But are you able to give an idea? Is it a pilot program? Is it a rollout? How is it structured? Are they buying leak bots off you, subscribing to the service? Is there anything more you can sort of hint at?
Yeah, I would say. I can't really, disclose any details, but there's nothing about this that's wildly different to what we normally do. So in terms of what we're providing, the service, the structure of the pricing, but on a recurring basis, nothing about that is particularly different in terms of what we're doing.
Okay. I know we talked last time in the results about addressable households. So this number presumably increasing by 100,000 as of today?
Yeah. I mean, that is the size of their customer book. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, until we can find more information about the deal, Craig, and some of the more commercials, I'm sure will come out in due course. It's good to hear another win in the United States. What's the plan just to continue pressing on? Do you want to build the team out in the United States there?
Yeah, I mean, like we've covered a lot in the live stream yesterday with investors, the opportunity in the US is huge. I mean, obviously it's a big market, but the key point is the structural economics for our product are really attractive in the US. People pay a lot more for homeowners insurance in the US than they do in Europe. And water damage, they just cause bigger claims. The claims are more expensive. So our business case looks really attractive really on a mass market basis across the US. So for that reason, it's just such a phenomenal opportunity for us. So the plan is it's all about building that credibility and building that momentum. And we're starting to really see that with our second deal signed in 8 weeks. And definitely more to come.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for that update, Craig Foster, the CEO of Ondo InsurTech.
Thanks, Mark.
If you enjoyed this interview, then give us a thumbs up, a like or a retweet. Subscribe to us on YouTube or follow us on Twitter and hit that notification bell to be the first to know when we release new content. There's loads of great content on our website too, across all our programs at stockboxmedia.com. Thank you for watching.